So it's all about the DAO. If we can get the DAO right and the governance, then these chains can take on lives of their own and create massive solutions and not just be another crypto asset. It can be, like you said, another country or another way of life, another mindset, another part of culture, something like that. It can,
absolutely, it can change the world. Definitely. Okay, imagine if you have like a state on the blockchain, which is like not like restricted geographically. It's like encompasses the whole world, and people like interact, and basically they have their own agenda, and they can push that agenda in their like respective countries. They can maybe like launch political parties with the same agenda in different countries, and it might be huge, and it can change the world. So we should be more thinking about that rather than thinking about just pumps and dumps,
right.
Because there is even a lot of there's even more money in it, because if we do DAOs right, it can become like the main governance model for society, like eventually. And in this case, everything's going to be done through DAOs, and this is going to become mainstream, and it's not going to be some kind of like niche futuristic idea. It's going to, in my opinion, this have all it can become mainstream in foreseeable future, even during our lifetimes.
Yeah, and that's why you're pushing for the DAO for Waves, and this is something you want to put a lot of work into, because it's the future.
Absolutely. Yeah. DAOs are the future. Absolutely.
Like I said, I was talking with Kim Warwick of Synthetics recently, and he said, Brian, he said, I will be known for my work on governance, not my work on synthetic instruments or even my early work in Ethereum. He said, governance will be 10 times bigger than anything I've ever worked on. And he said, this is the future, and very few people realize it.
Sure, because it's like about everything. It's about society. It's not about like some part of society. It's about like fabric of the society, because it's about the state. It's about like the way we interact with each other. It's about all our social issues. It's much bigger than crypto itself. It's about like the way we live.
Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future. I spent 2021 running to be the next mayor of London, and I had never been in politics before, and I got to see how governance works in, you know, a first world country like Britain, and all of its flaws. And it was very hard to be a part of and to watch it all happen, and very frustrating to see the way just, you know, state governance works. And if there could ever be a solution that involved blockchain or involved another way, I just see we would see so much more efficient governance, and the people would benefit by orders of magnitude, I believe. You know, even from a state solution, a geography solution.
Yeah. There's a lot like obvious issues, you know, so because we vote for people, you know, we vote for some particular like politicians, and blockchains and DAOs will allow you to vote for your goals. Basically, we need to decide what we want to do, what we want done, and then we like vote for it, and then through the DAO process, we hire the right people to execute. You know, so you don't vote for a politician, you vote for what you want done. It's a very different approach. And if we really like pull it off as like a crypto community, it can change everything. It can change not only crypto, but everything.
Yeah. Yeah, when I ran as an independent candidate, and then there was the Labour Party and the Conservative Party, which were like Coke and Pepsi. They were these brands for 100 years. And people go to the polls and they just think, well, who did my dad vote for? They voted for this, and I put them in power, and they should look out for me. And then you don't hear from them again for 4 years. I mean, same things in America and maybe every country.
Totally. They vote either for like Trump, because people basically voted for Trump, like a personality, you know, a lot of people. They didn't vote even for a Republican agenda. They voted for Trump specifically. You know? So, and it's kind of weird, you know, so because you don't need to vote. It's a very like I basically in liberal democracy is the best governance that we have, of course, but it has its own issues as well.
Yeah.
Because basically you vote for people as for rock stars, you know, and it's kind of not what we want.
It's kind of antiquated. It's kind of an anachronism, isn't it? To just have one person that does this. You know, as opposed to, like you said, voting on what matters to you, and maybe doing it constantly, right? Not just once every 4 years, but like actually, it was, I mean, most people.
It's the process. You can vote every day. You know, something goes wrong, you're just like, no, you know, you can't be here. So you're like, your KPIs are bad. So please, like, let's replace you guys. So it shouldn't happen once every 4 years. It should be happening every day. It's a process.